establishments, especially in Bungoma and Busia counties, with statistics indicating 2 out of every 5 establishments in Bungoma operate illegally. Further recognizing that a majority of the consumers of illegal substances are school-going children who end up dropping out of school, and cognizant of the fact that Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2010 established the Alcoholic Drinks Control Fund, whose purpose is to, among other things, facilitate dissemination of information on alcoholic drinks and promote rehabilitation programs in the country. This House urges the government to institute intensive programs for the dissemination of information on alcohol and substance abuse in line with the Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2010 and to increase the number of rehabilitation centers across the counties. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Order number 9, motion, regulation of the sugar industry to discourage branding of sugar by non-millers. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that aware that the importation and exportation of sugar is regulated by various laws according to the Crops Act and the Agriculture and Food Authority Act of 2013, and further aware that the Agriculture and Food Authority is charged with the responsibility of regulating the importation and exportation of sugar in the country in accordance with the law, noting that the importation of sugar is also negotiated within the regional trade blocks, frameworks and agreements to enable the country to meet the demand for sugar, further noting that, that individuals or entities are allowed to import sugar provided they obtain the necessary permits and meet the required standards. Concerned that despite these regulations, there have been instances of illegal importation of low-quality sugar or adulterated sugar. Further concerned that unscrupulous traders have been found to rebrand the sugar which does not meet the standards of the Kenya Bureau of Standards specifications. Deeply concerned that this poses significant health risks to the consumers as well as undermining the efforts to regulate and strengthen the sugar industry to protect local millers. Acknowledging that the country has the potential to produce enough sugar to meet the domestic demand, as the sector has been a key driver of economic growth. Further acknowledging that there is need for concerted efforts by stakeholders to discourage the branding of sugar by non-millers and promote the development of local sugar industry. Now, therefore, this House resolves that the government, through the Ministry of Trade, Investments and Industry, ensure strict operationalization of regulatory frameworks governing sugar importation in this country. Will as many as of this opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Order number 10, motion, action to address the recent surge in road accidents in the country. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that aware that the National Transport Safety Authority Act 2012 provides for the establishment of the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, further aware that the authority, in line with Section 4 of this Act, plays a critical role in ensuring the provision of safe, reliable, efficient road transport services. Concerned that there has been an alarming surge in road accidents in the recent past, resulting in loss of life, injuries and damage to properties. Further concerned that the authority has not effectively and fully performed its functions of regulating safe, reliable transport service, especially in dealing with public service vehicles. Noting that the poor maintenance of motor vehicles and and is deeply concerned that school-going children are increasingly becoming victims of the road accidents, and recognizing that it is the responsibility of the authority to ensure adherence to the road traffic rules and to establish systems and procedures for, and to oversee the training, testing, licensing of drivers. And now, therefore, this House resolves that the government, through Ministry of Roads and Transport, undertakes a comprehensive overhaul of the transportation sector to provide for proper regulation of the sector and ensure strict operationalization of traffic regulations to provide a safer and more reliable transport. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Order number 4, petitions.
Honorable members, Article 119 of the Constitution accords any person the right to petition Parliament to consider any matter within its authority, including petitioning the House to enact, amend, or repeal any legislation. Further, Standing Order number 2252B requires the Speaker to report to the House any petition other than those presented by a member. In this regard, honorable members, I wish to report to the House that my office has received a petition from Mr. Godfrey Maina, Kevin Kiarie, Muhia Kagwi, and John Wangai of PO Box 40317 Nairobi, calling for the amendment of Section 7(3) of the Estates Duty Act, Cap 483 of the laws of Kenya, in order to entrench equality in taxation. Honorable members, the petitioners have expressed displeasure with Section 7(3) of the Estate Duty Act, Cap 483, because it exempts the estates of His Excellency Mzee Jomo Kenyatta and His Excellency Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, both retired, from imposition of estate duty. Honorable members, the petitioner states indicate the section to be contrary to Article 2010(3) of the Constitution that provides that no law may exclude a state officer from payment of tax by reason of the office held by the state officer or the nature of the work of the state officer. To this end, honorable members, the petitioners refer to Article 2(4) of the Constitution, which provides that, and I quote, "Any law, including customary law, that is inconsistent with this Constitution is void to the extent of the inconsistency, and an act or omission in contravention of this Constitution is invalid." Honorable members, the petitioners faulted the provision of Section 7(3) of the Estate Duty Act because they are convinced that it is discriminatory and contributes to social inequality, hinders economic redistribution of wealth, and denies the government the much-needed revenue. The petitioners therefore seek the intervention of the House in deleting Section 7(3) of the Estate Duty Act, Cap 483. Honorable members, having established that the matter raised in this petition is well within the authority of the House, and further, that the matters raised in this petition are not pending before any court of law or any constitutional body or legal body, I hereby commit the petition to the Public Petitions Committee for consideration pursuant to the Standing Order 208A. Honorable members, the committee is required to consider the petition and report its findings to the House and to the petitioners in accordance with Standing Order 2272 of the Standing Orders. I thank you, honorable members. Next order.